number 21.
Steve Wright.
And welcome to tonight's games, as already the first batter is out here at short. My name is Boofed, and I am the commissioner of this league of Super Beer League here. That's going to be streamed every day, starting here shortly as Frank Reynolds pops this up. We have a great slew of games today. It's going to be a short stream, though. I do have to work in the morning. So today is going to be the Pecan Sandies versus the Bearded Beavers. Charlie Kelly's up to bat. And he's going to roll over to Brooks at short. And that's going to do it for the first inning for the Sandies, as the Beavers will get them going. 1, 2, 3.
Now batting, right fielder, Slumpbusters.
Starting off for the Beavers is everybody's favorite player, Swoop Whoopity. Nickname Whoop Whoop, as he looks at strike 3 there.
Now batting, the catcher, number 11.
That's inside.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 14.
That's down. Strike 3.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4. Now batting, the second baseman, number 26.
Right. Strike 3.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 15.
All inside. All outside.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 21.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. I had the executive producer come into the booth and tell me a few things here, but I am back as we start the bottom half of the second. The Beavers will be batting, and down goes that batter,
Now batting,
which will bring up Jarvis, the left fielder.
24.
Case Murray getting his second start for the Sandies, with an ERA of 4, 1-2 whip with 8 Ks, as this ball's grounded over to Ortiz at short for the second out.
Now batting,
Sandies come in at 3-2 with a plus 12 run differential. That's going to be good enough for second in the Pale Division. And the Beavers are 2-2 with a run differential of -8 as they go down swinging here. So it's going to be 0-0 still, going to the top of the third. Beavers are in the Blonde Division, which is the smaller division in the light beer conference. Up to bat's going to be Dennis Reynolds for the Pecan Sandies, and he's going to hit this one high out there to right field. Someone's going to call. It's going to be the great Ali at second base, catching it in short right. Out number 1. Colin Gonzalez also getting his second start with an ERA over 13. Not something you want with a whip of 2.25 as well. So he's given up a walk and or hit two batters every inning, for those who don't know what whip is, as he does get a strikeout there, his 6th on the season. That'll bring up Mohamed Boyer, the DH, today for the Sandies, as he takes one low and in.
Nope, that's low. That's inside.
And on a 3-0 count, he gets a strike in there. And another strike, so it's a full count. The payoff pitch to Boyer. Gonzalez comes all the way back from a 3-0 count to get him looking on 3 straight pitches. Not something you want, but something you get. So down goes the Sandies, and up to bat is Gershwin Brownpole, the DH for the Beavers today. And down goes him for the first out, which will bring up Cherry Flores, the third baseman, batting an abysmal .071 with a homer and 2 RBIs. I mean, it's kind of what you expect from somebody down at the bottom of the lineup, but even under 100, that's not something that you like. Manager might have to do something about that. 2-2 count, balls inside. And the payoff pitch from Murray. It's going to be high, and Flores swings underneath it for out number 2. And up to bat is going to be Maddie with a Y.
Off the plate. Steve Wright.
All right, apologies about that. So, looks like Maddie gets a home run here, solo shot. It's a 400-foot shot, and this ball is grounded over to Ali out at second base. And for those who predicted, it looks like the Beavers are going to go ahead and grab the first run of the game. That's very surprising here, as they take a 1-0 lead going into the 4th, and Frank Reynolds pops us up to second.
Now back, the first base. Number 00.
So up to bat is Charlie Kelly, who's going to hit this ground ball. Well, a little dribbler right to the catcher is going to throw him out. So again, nothing for the Sandies, and the Beavers are going to be looking for more runs.
The catcher, number 11.
So up to bat is going to be Jaquez Often, the catcher for the Beavers. He'll face Murray, the lefty, for the second time today, as Often pops us up into what looks to be foul territory, called off by Flan over there. So Top Flan gets the first out for the Sandies, and that'll bring up Ali, the second baseman, who's going to ground this one up the middle. Mack is going to grab it, and the diving stop is not going to be in time, as the throw does not get there. That's going to be an infield single for Ali. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Cade Brooks, batting 4th today.
That's down. Nope.
Brooks batting .235 as your 4 batter. No home runs, no RBIs. And he goes down swinging on this one.
Now back, the left fielder, number 24.
Steve Wright. Strike 3.
And Jarvis goes down swinging. So nothing for the Beavers. Go to the top of the 5th. Still a 1-0 game. No hits for the Sandies, as they're looking to change that with their number 4 batter, Lachlan Ortiz. He's been on a tear of late. The average is only 263, but he was batting about 100 a couple games ago, so he's got a few hits stringing along to raise that average up to what it is now. And he looks on a 3-1 count, and that's going to be called for a strike 2, and the payoff pitch is going to be fouled back. And Ortiz goes down swinging on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. So a good pitch there to get him out, and that's going to bring up Mac, who's batting an astonishing .429 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs on the season. As he takes ball 2. The 3-1 counts hit up the middle, and Mac's going to get himself a single. So he's going to try to get this rally started for Top Flan, the right fielder. See what he can do to help out his team. Ball high. 50th pitch of the game for Gonzalez is fly to center field. Out there is Massey, who makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5.
That's going to bring up Dennis Reynolds, who hits the ball into the right side, and that's going to be through for a base hit. So they do have 2 hits, and that's going to bring up Nathan March, the center fielder. First and second with 2 outs. Sandies might have a chance to tie it, as March is going to hit this one to right center field. This ball is going to go all the way to the wall and rattle around. That's definitely going to score 1. Are they going to send Reynolds from first base? Yes, they are. The throw is not going to be in time, so that's going to be a 2-run double for the center fielder. And that's going to put the Sandies up 2-1 against the Beavers. Which is going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Boyer, who, what you want to do here is you want to either get on base or get a hit to get that run in and turn over the top of the lineup. But an 0-2 count, he's just looking to fight off, stay alive, as the ball is in the dirt there. And it's going to hit off his hands right to Flores at third for the 3rd out, but not before the Sandies do score 2 runs on 3 hits against the Beavers to take the lead.
The center fielder, number 22.
Massey's going to fly this one to left field. Out there is going to be Douglas, who makes the catch for out number 1, which is going to bring up Brownpool, the DH. Two 2-1 count. The Brownpool is going to be hit high and deep to left field. On the track is Douglas, and he's going to catch this one 1 step onto the track there. So that's going to be the 2nd out, which will bring up Flores, whose average is only going down from 71 to 67. Let's see if she can get a hit to possibly bring it up over 100. As she doesn't, she's going to go ahead and look at strike 3. So that's going to do it here for through 5. Top of the 6th coming right to you, with Douglas leading off.
Number 21.
All inside.
Yeah, we're going to do a new prediction here. We're going to go ahead and, if anybody wants to bid some channel points, as this ball is lined up the center, it's going to be a base hit. We're going to see, will the score stay the same? Will it be a 2-1 outcome with the Sandies as a victory, or will there be another run scored by either side as Frank Reynolds hits this one to right field all the way to the wall? And it looks like this prediction might be a little too late, as they're not going to send the runner, but they do have runners on 2nd and 3rd. So Frank Reynolds with a double is going to bring up Charlie Kelly, the number 3 batter, playing first today, as he takes the ball inside. And Kelly's going to hit this one up the middle. Brooks is going to make a diving stop and not get him at first. He's going to be safe for an infield hit. So looks like the prediction is pretty much over. If one more minute to get your free points there, just go ahead and click no, and you'll get some points. So that's an RBI single as Ortiz stands in. 2-2 count. Runners on first and third, and he fouls one back. And now it's a full count. The payoff pitch from Gonzalez. 75th pitch is going to be grounded to the floor for one, and they do get the double play, but not before a run does score again. So that's going to be another run, which will bring it to 4-1. That's going to do it for Gonzalez for the day. And Danny Yoshida is going to be your new batter as Mac grounds this one to Matty at first, who throws it over to Yoshida for the PFP. And that'll do it for the Sandies in the top of the sixth, but again, not before they put up yet another 2-run inning to lead 4-1, as Maddie, the first baseman who just made that diving play, is already 1 for 1 with a solo shot. She wants to let you know that she does use a Y instead of an O, A, I, or E. And she's going to ground this one to first. Kelly's going to grab it and step on first for the first out. It's a lot of firsts in that sentence. Up the bat's going to be Whoop Whoop. 2-1 count. And he's going to sky this one to right center field. Who's going to call it? Looks like it's going to be the right fielder, Flan, underneath it. Out number 2. Alright, looks like the prediction is done. So those of you who chose no, grab your free points. And this ball is launched to left center field. Does it have the distance? It does. It barely goes over the wall, and that's going to be a home run, a solo shot here for the Beavers. 393 feet for the catcher, Jaquez Often, his first of the year, and his first RBI in his 5th game. So don't count the Beavers out now, as they are cutting the lead in half. It's now 4-2. And we're going to go ahead and do another prediction. Will another home run be hit in the next 2.5 innings? As he goes down swinging.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Top Flan, the right fielder. Batting 6th today. Stands in. 1-1 count. It's going to be high. Yoshida's still in the game. Only 1 pitch the first inning, so wouldn't see why not. On a 3-1 count, he gets Flan to ground over to second. Great glove out there by Ali, and that's going to be out number 1.
Third baseman, number 5.
As this ball's going to be lined over to Brooks at short and caught at the knees. Out number 2. So Nathan March, the center fielder, is going to step in, and he's going to line this one deep to center field. It's going to be over the center fielder's head, off the top of the wall. So he's going to get in there with extra bases, only going to stay there at 2, as it was nicely played out there by Massey. And that's going to bring up that number 9 hitter again, Boyer, who lines this one right back to Massey as he just takes a few steps to the right. So that's going to do it there for the Sandies. They do not score 2 runs for the 3rd time in a row.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 21.
So Murray's still in the game. Pitch number 82 here in the bottom of the 7th. Through 6, has a few strikeouts. ERA is just under 4 now. Brooks stands in on a 2-2 count for the pitch. Ball 3. The payoff pitch from Murray is going to be ball 4 high. So Brooks is going to take a leadoff walk. And that's going to bring in Jarvis, the left fielder. Not great speed at first, so I don't think they'll be moving anybody. And the contact with Jarvis is not the best, so Don't expect a hit and run, but she does hit this one deep to center field. Out there is March, who's going to range back for a nice catch. Show off the range out there. And that'll be out number 1. And that's going to bring up the other center fielder, Massey, but he's not going to face Murray anymore. That's going to do it through 6 1/3. Shaftesbury's going to come in with an ERA of 9.64. Wondering why that they're bringing this pitcher in. And on the second pitch, this ball's hit deep to left field, and that is why you don't bring in the reliever when the starter is having a great game, because that's going to tie the game up here 4-4 on a 392-foot blast for Macy's first and third RBI of the season. So just when you think you're having a great outing, 2 pitches later, it's a tied ball game, and that's going to bring Shaftesbury's ERA up over 11.5. So Brownpool's going to get his third at-bat here. Just like that, we have a brand new game. So, there was a home run hit. And this ball's hit to right field. Might have the distance in that nook. And Flan is there. So if it was only 6 feet to the right, it would have been gone. But unfortunately, it got caught in the nook. And now we have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Braxton Maloney for Cherry Flores. Two count, and Maloney's going to do a pinch hit, base hit. It's going to be a single though, as nice play to get it in.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 20.
Yep, the bat is going to be Maddie. Maddie already has a home run in this game. So see what she can do on a 1-2 count. 2 outs. And she's going to swing underneath it for the third out. But not before the Beavers do score 2 runs themselves to make it a brand new ball game going into the top of the 8th. It's going to be a 4-4 their score here. So Madison North moves over to third, and Maloney, who pinched it for Flores at third, moves over to first. Douglas, the leadoff hitter for the Sandies, is up. As he skies this one, but it's not very far. And that's going to be the pitcher, Yoshida, to catch it. Out number 1. That's going to bring up Frank, batting .400 with a homer and 2 RBIs as he takes the ball there. And that's going to be strike 2. So 1-2 count to Frank. He looks at one at his knees, and he knows it. Should have swung there. It's going to be out number 2. And here's Charlie. Takes one at the knees. Charlie's trying to impress the waitress way too much. That's probably why his average isn't as high as he wants it to be. He's overthinking it. And he gets this one off the hands, but still hit hard enough. But out there to short is Brooks, who makes the play. So that's going to be it for the Sandies on the 8th. And the Beavers are looking to score 1 and then get 3 outs. And it'd be good time here, as you do have the top of the lineup with Whoopity up. Foul this one. Grounds this one over to Mac at second. Out number 1. So Often, who has the home run earlier, is going to loft this one to left field right in front of Douglas. Could have made a diving play, but plays it conservatively, as if he does miss the dive, it's going to go all the way to the wall for a double, possibly a triple. And that's going to do it for Shaftesbury here. And in is going to be Blaine Pepperonis. His first pitch is going to be grounded to Mac. Are they going to turn to Ortiz, back to Kelly? That is going to be confirmed. That is a double play. That's going to end the inning for the Beavers. And now the Sandies will have a chance to win this game in the top of the 9th. Maybe late inning rally against Yoshida, who has been pitching phenomenally for the Beavers, not only this game, but the entire year. As he gets Mac to roll this one over to Ali, and that'll be out number one. I'm sorry, not Mac, that was someone else. This is Mac. So Mac's looking on a 2-0 count against Yoshida's 30th pitch. Right down the middle. Mac should have unleashed that one. It's a 3-1 count now. And he tries to unleash on this one, so that'll bring it full. And then whiffs on the one right down the middle again. So Yoshida's still pumping it, 97 miles an hour. Even 33 pitches. And that's going to bring up Flan, the right fielder, who's going to line this one, ground this one over to Maddie at third, who was playing first early in the game. So she shows her second position abilities. So last call before free baseball. And the Beavers have a chance here to win with Cade Brooks hitting it all the way to the wall in left field, just out of the stretch glove of Douglas. And now they have the winning run on second. Oh my. The Sandies are now in a pickle as they have the number 5 batter, Jarvis, who you have a chance to possibly walk and get the double play. Or you're going to pitch to Jarvis and let her do what she does. Let's see how they go about it. She's going to pop this one up. Might be in play for Frank, and yes it is, out number 1. And that's going to bring up Massey, who does have a 2-run homer early in the game to tie the game back in the 7th, apologies. As he grounds one over to third and does move the runner over, but with 2 outs, the only thing that does is creates a pass ball possibility for a game-winning pass ball. But here's Brownpool, who might be a hero today. All he has to do is just get a base hit. But on a 1-2 count, he's looking to fight it off, and he does not. He goes down swinging. Frank sprints to the dugout. So that's going to do it for the full 9. We're going into extras. It is free baseball here for the first game of the night. And in steps Dennis Reynolds facing Yoshida, who's still out there after 36 pitches. Got to think that the Beavers have no other relievers they are confident in. Absolutely, the Sandies let this one get away. And that's going to be a diving play by Ali. He's going to knock it down, but that's not going to be good enough, as it is going to be an infield single for Dennis, and that'll bring up March. So 2-1 count. Might be a hit and run as Yoshida's getting tired now. Ball 3. 3-1 count is going to be grounded over to Ali. To Brooks, that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. So Yoshida does get the ground ball he's looking for, and now he's going to exit the game. And in is going to be the closer, Cohen McKee, who has also done fairly well this year. 0 ERA with a 7.75 whip. Does have 2 strikeouts. But don't count out Boyer. On a full count, the payoff pitch. Fouls this one off. And this ball's hit right back up the middle. Watch your head, as that's going to be a base hit.
The left fielder, number 21.
So that'll bring up Douglas, turns over the lineup. Douglas is going to pop this one up to the catcher. Do they have enough room? They do not, as Often tried to get it. And this ball's hit deep to right field, and Whoopity shows his range all the way to the wall, 1 step shy of it, and definitely saves the game-winning run, or go-ahead run, for the Sandies. And now that's going to be Braxton Maloney. Yoshida's definitely in contention for reliever of the year as of right now. I know it is early in the season, but I mean, he's pitched quite a bit, and he still has zeros on a lot of everything as this ball's fouled back. Another foul. Good at bat here by Maloney, who pinch hit earlier. As this ball does not get enough to get out, Frank will stand underneath it for the out here. So in comes Maddie. Played first, plays third, hit a home run. She is locked in right now, looking to do another repeat of the third inning. A 1-2 count, watch out. So a 2-2 count. See what Maddie does. She's going to hit this one, but looks like she got underneath it, or did she? Left fielder's calling it, Douglas, but that's hit. No! Maddie does do it. Maddie's going to send the Beavers home victorious on a 358, barely clearing home run for her second of the game. 2 solo shots here for Maddie, and that's going to do it. Wow. Indeed, she is too good for the 9-hole, as the Beavers are going to take this one in the 10th inning. 5-4 is your final score. As the Sandies let this one get away. They had the lead, they were holding it, and then the 2-run bomb in the 7th had a few chances out on the base paths and lost it. Wow, what a game to start. Your winning pitcher is going to be the closer, McKee, and the losing pitcher is going to be Pepperonis. Your MVP, of course, none other than Maddie with a Y. 2 for 4, 2 homers, 2 RBIs, 2 runs. So she might not have done much, but the 2 home runs and 2 RBIs is what's going to do it for you. She gets the first run and the last run of the game for the Beavers. And coming in second was March, and third was Jaquez Often. So the Beavers do walk away victorious on this one. They will improve to 3-2, and the Sandies will fall to 3-3. Up next, we have the Gators versus the Swamp Monsters. So stand by. We'll get this started in just a moment. All right, and we're back here with the Beer League. Tonight's game, second game of the night, is going to be the Sewer Gators versus the Swamp Monsters. Both teams have a rough going so far, as Willie Mays Hayes stands in. Hayes is going to face Kemp. First meeting between these two teams. And Hayes is going to go down swinging. Kemp says, get out of here. So both teams are in the light conference. Sewer Gators are 1-4 with a 2-run plus 2-run differential, as Caroline Fleming stands in. And she's going to ground this one, but just foul. And the Monsters are 1-4 as well, but with a -7 run differential, as Fleming hits this one up the middle for a base hit to Top Butterman out there. And that's going to bring up Brick Tamlin, the catcher. And it looks like we might have an injury. And Fleming has a pulled hammy, and Tamlin hits this one to third. It's going to be hit off the glove off of Munez over there. And that's going to go down as a hit. And that's going to bring up Pedro Serrano. So we do have an injury already. Fleming is out, and I'm not exactly sure who's in. I think it was Emilio out there that's pinch running. Serrano takes strike 2, so 1-2 count. As he fouls this one back.
No, inside.
And another foul ball, so full count with 1 out. Runners on first and second. The payoff pitch is up high, and he swings underneath it. Serrano is known to strike out quite a bit. And that's going to bring up DP Turner, who is in the league lead with 3 home runs with a few people. And she's going to hit this one up the middle. That's definitely a score of 1, as they are going to keep the runners at second. Throw is not in time. So RBI single by DP Turner. And that's going to bring up Ginger Taverna. Taverna, apologies. The shortstop, who looks at first pitch strike. One-two count with 2 outs. Deuce is wild everywhere. And she goes down swinging, smacks her bat, and breaks it in disgust. But the Gators do score here, 1-0 on top of the first. And that's going to bring up the Monsters' right fielder, Genesis Prouse. So it's going to be Emil Logan that's now playing at third, and Pedro Serrano is going to go over to first after the injured Fleming, who was playing first base. And of course, you get in and you move positions. Serrano's going to go ahead and grab that first out. Let's bring up Duran, Bryson Duran, DH today for the Monsters, who's facing Canto. And that's going to get through for a base hit. Tanaka gets this one in. Canto had a good outing the last game that he pitched. Unfortunately, it was all for nothing as they did not get to win. They walked it off against the Mean Machine. But Munoz is in, batting .300 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Playing third today. He skies this one to center field. Hayes with the great speed out there is going to range back. Plenty of room as Hayes catches it for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 30.
Now it's Clayton Hornblower, who goes down swinging for out number 3. So they do get a hit, but nothing doing for the Monsters. Up to bat's going to be Isuro Tanaka, the left fielder. Take strike 1.
That's low. Ball inside. No, that's low.
3-1 count to Tanaka. The pitch is going to be lined down third base line, foul. And then one on the inside half, swings past it. Out number 1.
Number 58.
Otis Landry, the right fielder, is going to ground this one, gets right over the base, so that is going to be a fair ball. Hornblower will step on first for the out. That's out number 2. And up to bat's going to be the backup catcher, Briggs Ochoa. His first at-bat and first game of the season. And he's going to go ahead and stay perfect here. 1 for 1. I know it's only his first at-bat, but that's going to be a base hit.
The center fielder, number 00.
And that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Willie Mays Hayes.
No, that's high. Ball outside.
2-0 count.
That's outside.
3-1. Hayes will foul this back, so 2 outs, full count. Runner will be going, and that's going to be ball 4. So Hayes gets a walk, and that is going to bring up the backup player, Emil Logan, who's getting his first at-bat of the year as well. Comes in for the injured Fleming. Fleming pulled her hammy going in on a single in the first inning. So Emil Logan is 42 years old, and we'll see if he retires after this year as he goes and grounds this one to arm horn at short for the easy out, number 3.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10.
Catcher Bochy's up, and she's going to ground this over to Serrano, who will step on the bag, out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Up now is going to be Kua Reed, who has been in some trade talks. We've got some tweets that they were in the middle of trading.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Nope, inside.
So now it is Top Butterman, and unfortunately I didn't get to see much of that at-bat, but he does go down swinging. He's not batting 9th. I think the fans here are kind of upset about that, as I know I am, but it looks like he hit the gym and the batting cage and got some improvements. And up to bat here is the DH, normally the catcher, Brick Tamlin, who is yet to get a homer or a or an RBI here in the 6th game. But his average is over 300, it's 350 to be exact. And we'll talk about more about Butterman later, as Tamlin does get another hit, and that looks to be extra bases as it almost gets to the wall, but misplayed by Prowse out there. But Tamlin being slow speed, he's not going to push it there. Looks like he might be a little labored as well. And that's going to bring up Pedro Serrano, who's looking to jack this ball high and far, as he does every time as he speaks to Joe Boo every at-bat. And this ball's going to be lined to right field, but foul. So 0-2 count. And this ball's in the dirt. And he goes down swinging 2nd time today. And yes, that is a big man double. DP Turner, who had an RBI single in the 1st inning, stands in now with a strike 2 underneath her. Batting .389, like the 3 home runs, which again is leading the league, tied with a few people. And 8 RBIs. Looking to get another RBI single minimally, but she's going to go down swinging herself. So 2 strikeouts in a row here. And that's going to bring up Taverna, who struck out as well. So Kemp has got a few strikeouts already early in this game. Let's see if she can strand the runner, and it looks like she will as long as this play is made by Chen, and he does. So he will strand the leadoff double, and that's not what you want to see for the Gators. And up now is going to be George Armhorn, the shortstop, getting his first licks, batting 8th today. As the Monsters have changed around their lineup, it looks like a few batters have moved up and down. We'll see how it plays out for them. Two-two count. Armhorn grounds this one to Serrano, who's getting a lot of action there. And I'm not sure what happened there. Instead of taking it himself, he throws it to the pitcher Canto, who bobbles it. And the PFP apparently does not go well for the Gators. And so that's going to be an error on Canto, as they get a runner, the leadoff runner on first now. That's going to bring up Chen, the 2nd baseman, who looks at a ball, 2-2 count. And he goes down swinging, so Canto does try to get out of this leadoff error. But it's going to be a little rough with the top of the lineup now. Prowse, lefty on lefty matchup. Canto does have some nice junk as the runner goes, and Prowse hits this one to right center field. Out there's Hayes, ranges over quite a bit, and he'll get this one in for the 2nd out. Yeah, it's going to bring up one half of the Duran brothers. Bryson, again, batting DH. And the runner goes. Tamlin's throw is going to get him out by a step. Oh my. You do not want to run on this catcher. He's got one of the best arms in the league. So that'll be it for the Monsters there. Trying to take advantage of a 2-out stolen base, but won't work as Tanaka steps in and is now 1-1 count. Looks at ball 2. 3-1 count, and he looks at 1. Tanaka goes down once again. More strikeouts for Kemp. If I'm not mistaken, that's 6 for the day. Brings her ERA to 2 flat as Otis Landry gets in, and Armhorn with the stop. Landry's slow as all can be, and Armhorn with that great arm throws him out for out number 2. So up to bat's the backup catcher again, Ochoa. And it's going to be a 1-2 count, 2 outs for Ochoa. And yeah, there might be some angry fans out there who want the Monsters manager's head on a stake, as the team's already down 1-4. I'm sorry, 1-4, as Hayes steps in. And it looks like the managers might be doing whatever he can to get some runs, but running with Armhorn against this catcher is probably not the best idea. as Hayes takes the ball.
Nope.
And
Inside.
another one inside. And Hayes goes down, so Kemp's 7th strikeout of the game. So she's doing fairly well. Just a couple hits in a row, and that's given up the run. But all in all, pretty good outing so far, as Canto is in again against Duran. And quickly down 0-2, gets him for the first out. And that's going to bring up Munoz, the third baseman. And we're going to go ahead and do a quick check-in. So anybody who wants a free $1 million added to their bank, just go ahead and type anything in the chat, and I know who you are. And we'll get this checked in for you guys, and you'll have $1 million in your bank account by the end of the day. As Hornblower steps in. And Hornblower steps out. So Canto gets 2 strikeouts in a row as Bochy's up, and she sends this one high, deep to left field. This might have enough, as Tanaka is going to try for it, but that is not going to be enough, and that's going to be a 2-run home run for Bochy. So her first home run of the year, 401-foot shot, to second RBI of the game as well. So just when you think that they are out, here comes Bochy to the rescue and puts the Monsters ahead 2-1. So it looks like the monsters who have been training hard this week might be paying off here. But it still is early in the game, as that's going to be the final out. So 2-1 now, going at the top of the 5th. Monsters are now your current leaders.
The third baseman, number 6.
And as stated previously, Kemp, that's going to be it for Kemp. So she was doing phenomenal, but taken out after only 4 innings. Not sure what the manager's seen there, but they are going to go to the bullpen now. So Kemp is not in line for the win, as she's only going to get 4 innings pitched. You need at least 5, or at least the 5th inning, as Logan goes down swinging. But that's going to bring in Donovan Hartman against Tamlin. And Tamlin's going to have himself yet another hit. So he keeps getting hits, but there's no one on base for him to hit in. And he still does not have a home run. And neither does Pedro Serrano, who this would be a perfect time to launch one deep into the stands, as he, again, doesn't have a home run, but has all the power in the world. And instead he's going to ground this one to second. Chen's going to flip it to Armhorn, and that's going to be a double play to get out of the inning. So nice pitching by the reliever to get out of that, as that was a 2-3-4 there. And speaking of, batting 9th is Top Butterman, and you can hear the boos in the stands. I'm not sure exactly what the manager was thinking, but again, as stated previously, the Monsters went through vigorous training this week, and it looks like Butterman is really juiced up. I'm not sure what they did. Maybe we might have to check for some PEDs, but he's batting 7th today instead of 9th. And he walks here, so Canto gives up another walk. And it's going to be a leadoff walk. And Armhorn with that great arm gets this one to DP. DP's going to throw it to Taverna, so just as her name indicates, it is a double play turn. And that's going to be a nice play for the Gators, as you don't want to start with the leadoff walk. And then a line drive to Taverna, so Gators go down quickly, so do the Monsters. And that's going to do a very quick 5th inning, top of the 6th. It's going to be DP Turner playing second base. Caldwell looks to be on the bench today. DP's quickly down 0-2, and she goes down swinging as well. So it looks like the Gators are, I'm not sure what they're doing, but they might be swinging out there with a tennis racket or some kind of, I'm not even sure. maybe invisible bats, but they are not hitting anything as she rolls over there.
Left fielder, number 16.
Tanaka's up. 0 for 2.
No, that's low. No, high. Strike.
Now deuces are wild. 2-2 count with 2 outs, and he goes down swinging for the 3rd time as well. So again, the Gators just keep striking out left and right. They do have 6 hits, yes, but it's either a hit or a strikeout, it seems to be. So Canto's still in, as he's going to face Prowse, another lefty-on-lefty matchup. His 60th pitch is going to be lined out there to left field. Tanaka is going to catch this one for out number 1. It's going to bring up Duran, who is 1 for 2 with a single. And he's going to line this one to deep center, but Hayes with the great speed out there is going to range back and catch it. Out number 2.
Number 13.
So Canto threw 5 2/3. Only 1 mistake so far, which was the home run to Bochy. As Munoz grounds this one to the backup catcher, out number 3. So Canto gets out of that one as well, short inning. And up to bat will be 8, 9, and 1. Let's see if the bottom half of the order can do something for the top half. And there they will. Landry's going to get a single up the middle. So that's going to start off the Gators on a high note.
The catcher, number 19.
Catcher Ochoa. It's going to hit this one to right field as it gets through the diving second baseman. So there it is on cue. You have runners on first and second to lead off the inning, and it's going to roll over the lineup for number 1, Willie Mays Hayes, who does have 2 strikeouts today. So see if he can actually put the ball in play. As with his speed, all you need to do is put it in play, put pressure. But it looks like he's going to go down swinging again for the 3rd time. Instead, he's going to look. So he's down on strikes for 3rd time today. And that'll bring up Emil Logan, the 42-year-old veteran, who's 0 for 2 in his first game today. He's in for the injured Fleming again, who pulled a hammy in the first inning.
Ball inside.
1-2 count. The pitch to Logan. He's going to hit this one to right field. Will they send the runner and test the arm of Prowse? They will not. So she does get the ball in quickly. And here is Brick Talon. As said before, a couple innings ago, he never has runners on. And now he has bases loaded with 1 out. All he has to do is hit a ball in the outfield, and he scores 1, possibly 2. And indeed he does. That's going to be 1 run. They're going to test the arm of Butterman. They are not. So he does get his first RBI of the season, and that's going to tie the game. And look who it is. The man who wants to hit it hard and far. Serrano, but instead he's going to roll over to Munoz, and with his speed, that's going to be an easy double play. So he's not going to get any revenge. That mojo is just going to quickly decline, as it's 2 innings in a row with 2 double plays. Well, 2 double plays in those 2 innings. As that'll do it for the Gators, but not before they do score a run. But it could have been a lot worse for the Monsters, so they do get out of it. As the first baseman, Hornblower, gets a single up the middle. And that's going to bring up Bochy, who does have that 2-run homer earlier against Canto. Canto's 69th pitch, Giggity, is a ball inside. Giggity. 2-1 count to Bochy. And she swings through that one. So full count here, the payoff pitch by Canto, as he's getting up there in numbers. Number 75 pitches right now is going to be fouled off. Let's see if they want to go to the bullpen here shortly. And it might be the time to do it now as he walks Bochy. So you do have the leadoff runners, first and second now, for Kahua Reed, who again was in trade rumors, but never went through, as Logan grabs it, throws it to DP. DP's over to Serrano. That's going to be a double play, but the runner is now at third for the fan favorite 9 batter who I will refuse to have anywhere else but be the 9th batter, Top Butterman, who again is now batting 7th. The manager wants to switch it up.
Ball, that's up.
And he's going to line this one, but out there is the veteran Logan, and that'll do it for the Monsters in the 7th inning. So they did threaten with 2 leadoff runners, but the Gators are going to get out of it. So it's still a 2-2 score. Hartman is still pitching for very well for the Monsters. And in the bat is DP Turner. RBI single in the 1st inning. She fouls this one. And down goes DP. So Hartman gets yet another strikeout.
Number 24.
And we're getting a tweet by the GM that they want Hartman to be pulled as he's getting up there in pitches. So I'm not sure what the manager's doing, but the GM says get him out. But the manager might see something that the general manager doesn't, as that's 2 strikeouts in a row. But it looks like the tweet, multiple fans have tweeted, and it got to the manager, so the manager does make the change, and it's going to be Luke Maxwell, who, if I'm not mistaken, was formerly on the Gators, and Munoz throws him out, so he might get some revenge here. So pinch hitter in Armhorn's going down, and the newly acquired Valeria Grace, who was just cut by Divine earlier this week, is going to get her first licks in here with her new team, the Monsters.
Ball inside.
And you know what would be amazing right now for Grace is a home run against Canto, who's still in with his 87th pitch, and instead she goes down swinging. So Canto does get another strikeout, and it looks like he's getting a little tired there, and the manager might have to pull him here shortly, as he's already pitched 7 in the 3rd inning. That's more than enough to get it deep into this game. But Chen is up, shortstop today. Now I moved it to shortstop now that he was playing second base. And he takes a walk. So Canto, that might be it for him here, as that's going to be 90-something pitches, and indeed it will be, as Lennon Mejia, one of the newly acquired pitchers from the free agency. Gators picked him up earlier this week, and he's already in the game against Prouse. Feeling the pressure for sure, as a 1-2 count with 1 out, and Prouse is going to foul one back. So let's see if Mejia can get through it. And he gets a strikeout for Prouse. So at least he comes in and gets 1 out. Let's see if he can grab the 2nd out for the Gators against Duran. And Duran's going to line this one to right field. Out there is Landry. Landry with slow speed. He's going to let this one roll all the way to wall. This is going to definitely score 1 run. So the Monsters take the lead in the top and the bottom of the 8th on a RBI double. Wow. Looks like Landry needs some new shoes as Munoz stands in against Mejia. So we do have a runner on second with low speed as Mejia gets another strike in. 1-2 count to Munoz, ball high. And it's another one fouled back. And he pops this one on off the hands. It's going to be second base. DP Turner is going to catch this for the 3rd out. So they do get a go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th. It's the last 3 outs for the Gators, who yet again, if they lose this one, it'll be 5 straight games that they lose, all in the 8th inning or later. Might have something to do with some of the pitching. And Landry is one of the reasons why, as he doesn't have very good speed out there in right field. Let the ball go all the way to the wall as he's down 1-2. And, of course, it's Luke Maxwell, the former Gator pitcher, in to close it against them. And he gets the first out against them. And Landry will go down swinging. So here's the backup catcher, Ochoa. 2 for 2 today with a walk. So he's on base 1,000%, and hitting 1,000 as well, 3 for 3. So he gets his opportunity and makes the best of it. So you have the tying run on first, top of the order, coming up. And it's not too bad a speed out there on first for a backup catcher as well, as Hayes takes the ball. So Luke Maxwell, and the runner goes. Wow. Ballsy play by the manager with the backup catcher. 2-1. He's going again, and it looks like it might be a hit and run twice. And Hayes hits this one deep to left field. That's going to short hop the wall. He's going to be in for 2, absolutely. Are they going to send the runner to tie? They are. Hayes is going to third as well. And Hayes is going to be in with a game-tying triple here in the top of the 9th against the former Gator Luke Maxwell. So the Gators finally answer in one of these games where they can make up for it. And in is the veteran Logan. And the infield is in, but with Hayes' speed, you have to make a good throw regardless. And on the 1-2 count, it's going to be a ball, so 2-2. And Logan's going to foul this one off, so you're definitely feeling the pressure for Maxwell. And Logan fouls another one off. And he rips this one to first base past the jumping first baseman, and that's going to be the go-ahead run here in the top of the 9th. And Logan, at 42 years old, is going to stretch it into a triple. Oh, man. He might be old, but he is showing that he still has spunk as Logan gets an RBI triple, and Tamlin is in, hoping to get his second RBI of the game. So some late inning heroics here for the Gators after they have had so much unfortunate luck against them. The Monsters also have an unfortunate luck here. And it's a 3-2 count. The payoff pitch to Tamlin from Maxwell is going to be grounded to the shortstop, Shen, who was originally second base. And that'll be the second out. So Pedro Serrano's up, who's looking to launch this one as well. Takes ball 1. And instead he's going to ground this one to Maxwell, who throws it over to Hornblower. So the Gators do score 2 runs to take the lead here in the top of the 9th. So we do have some more late inning heroics for the second game. Either way, 2 very good games to start the evening, as Mejia is going to stay in, and instead of bringing in Ricky Vaughn, the closer, the manager is going to go in with the free agent Mejia, who's in line to get the win now. And Hornblower's going to hit this one deep to right field, but foul. Hornblower is the MVP so far of the Monsters. And it's going to be a full count. Hornblower is going to ground this one over to short. Taverna's in the hole. Throws it over and out. Number 1. And here comes Mackenzie Bochy, who does have the homer earlier today. See if she can do it again here. Oof. She was looking to do it to tie this game here in the bottom of the 9th. And it's a 3-1 count, so she's looking for her pitch here against Mejia. And she gets it, but Taverna leans over to her left, grabs it, and that'll be out number 2. So down to their final strike, it's going to be Kahua Reed. And out Mejia in Ricky Vaughn. So here comes the Wild thing for 1 out to come in and get the save. And he's going to get a ground ball right back to him. Easy throw, and that's going to do it here as the Sewer Gators are going to win against the Swamp Monsters. Wow. I don't know about you, but 2 games in a row coming down to the last inning. Well, actually extras in the first. Your final score here, it's going to be Gators 4, Monsters 3. And that was a phenomenal game. As you can see here, the winning pitcher is going to be Mejia, and the save does go to Vaughn, and the loss will go to Maxwell, the former Gator, as he gives up the 2 triples in a row, which you don't see very often. But the MVP is going to go to Bochy, the 2-run homer to tie the game, actually take the lead earlier in the game, and then Tamlin 4 for 5. Who had a double and an RBI, and then the backup catcher, Ochoa, 3 for 3. He might have to get some more at-bats there. So we're going to go ahead and move on into the next game here. I'm going to have to run a quick ad so we don't run into any inconvenience. So if you give me a moment, I will reward you all who bet on the Gators. And then we'll make a new prediction and get this going. So give me one moment. We'll start it up. Alright, we're back for our third out of 4 games tonight, with the Beavers playing their second game versus the Comets. For those of you who are still wanting to gamble, the prediction is up. Who's going to win this game? As Whoopity grounds over to third, Rhodes is over for the first out. I'd also like to do another check-in. Whoever has not checked in already, go ahead and type anything in the chat so I can give you $1 million into your bank for checking in the stream today.
Ball outside. Take your base.
As Often takes a walk here. And that's going to bring up Ali, the second baseman.
No, that's low.
So it's going to be Malachi Wasman, the starter for the Comets.
That's inside.
It's a 4 ERA. He's got 8 strikeouts, a whip of 120. And he's going to get this ground ball back to him. Instead of going 2, he's going to go to first. And that's going to be out number 2. And it's going to bring in Cade Brooks, the 4th batter, and the shortstop today.
No, high. That's up. Ball, that's low. Ball 4.
And Brooks is going to take a walk. And that'll bring up Jarvis. So the Beavers have already walked off earlier on the home run by Maddie. And it's going to be Jarvis who's up now, who's playing again in left field. And Jarvis goes down swinging, out number 3. She breaks the bat over her knee. That's got to be one strong woman. So nothing for the Beavers. Due up is going to be Justin Gleaves, the center fielder.
Number 70.
He fouls this one off.
Ball, that's low.
Ball number 2. And he takes strike 3 called. So that'll do it here for him. And Joe Strutz is in, the shortstop. Fouls one back. And he's going to ground this one to Brooks out there short. Brooks is going to throw him out number 2. Third baseman Rhodes steps in. Oh, great play by Ali, who gets up and throws him out. So what a diving play in short right. And that's why he is the great Ali. That glove, golden glove, does it for him. And up to bat's going to be the center fielder Massey. He bats 6th today. He's going to roll over to Rhodes. Rhodes is going to throw him out for the first out of the inning. So up to bat's going to be Brown pull. Again, batting DH. Doesn't look like the lineup changed much for the Beavers since their first game tonight against the Sandies, in which they walked it off again. Fouls one back. 2-2 count. Wasman wipes his snot on the ball, but that's all right. Hurst throws it over to Wasman for out number 2. Cherry Flores is back in the game. Got pinched hit last game in the later innings because she's batting .062 on the season. And that's only going to go down even more, as that'll ground out to Struts out at short. So nothing for the Beavers once again. Comets will bring you 4, 5, and 6. Harper McGahee, the DH, steps in against Sincere Salas. As McGahee hits this one deep to right field, but too high as he got underneath it. Massey's camped underneath. Out number 1. Gotta say, I really love the Comets colors. The black and baby blue are just phenomenal. And the logo is pretty snazzy itself.
Ball high.
And Wickelson looks at the ball that caught the black on the outside part of the plate for out number 2. And he's going to bring up Steven Stock, the second baseman, the backup second baseman, who only has a handful at bats but does not have a hit. As he looks at strike 2, so 1-2 count, and he's going to hit this one just in front of home, and the catcher's going to throw him out for out number 3. So top of the third we go. Up to bat, the hero of game 1, Maddie with a Y, who is still batting 9th for some reason, even though she's probably the highest batting average on the team, or close to it at least. In fact, Y in her name stands for "Why am I still batting 9th?" as she tweeted out earlier. And she'll take a walk here, so even though she's batting 9th, she's doing her job of getting on base. And up to bat is Whoop Whoop, everyone's fan favorite. Doesn't matter what team you play for. Whoop Whoop, just because of the name, you gotta feel for him. As Maddie goes, and she's going to be out. Nice throw by the catcher. And she was thrown out by half a step. It's a very close play. And down goes Whoopity. So up to bat's going to be the catcher often. And it looks like we got a few Beavers fans out in the stands that did not like that call. As this ball was lined to Struts for the out number 3. And I'm going to go ahead and during this break, I'm going to look and see if that call was a good one or not. So bear with me one moment.
Ball, that's low. No, that's low.
And after review, as this ball was lined foul, it looks like the runner was tagged just in time, but I mean just in time. It was only a few inches separating the glove and the bag. So the fans might be upset, but there's nothing they can do about it as Elroy home run stands in. So the umps are doing their job and they're getting paid to do it. Might be by one team, but hey, they're getting paid either way to do the job. And Elroy home run gets out by swinging. So Salas is getting another strikeout. Carter Stafford, who threw out said runner, Maddie with a Y, is up to bat, and he's going to hit it up the middle. And he might say, listen here, Maddie, this is how you steal. We'll see what he does. Yeah, so they turn over the lineup for the center fielder, Justin Gleaves. And he hits this one foul.
Ball, that's low. Ball outside.
And another foul, so Deuce is wild. Runner at first staying put. And Gleaves sends this one deep to center field. Out there is Massey, who's camped under it. Out number 3. So nothing going for either team. They do get the hit, but nothing to compile. And we'll start it off with the great Ali, who's not having a great season. So we might have to change his name to OK Ali, as he goes and swings at the second strike, and then fouls one back.
outside. That's low.
And 2-2 count now. And he goes down looking at it. What looked to be a high strike on a curveball. So maybe the umpire might be expanding the zone, try to get these games done quicker, as they also have families to go home to. Kid Brooks, shortstop, is going to hit this one hard, but right to the second baseman Stock, who throws him out for the second out. And that'll bring up the left fielder Jarvis.
Ball outside.
And Jarvis is going to hit this one high, but right to the catcher, and only a few feet in front of home plate. Stafford's going to catch it. Out number 3.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3.
No, that's inside.
And that's going to bring up Joe Strutz, the shortstop. And Matty takes this one over for the first out. So only a couple pitches there. And that's going to bring up Rhodes, the third baseman. Sloss doing pretty well, despite having a couple walks. And Ali is not having himself a great game with the glove, even though he usually does. But he does stop the ball, but it's just not in time to get him out at first. And this ball is launched to left field, but ranging out there is Jarvis, who catches it for the second out. So they are making good contact against Sloss, but it's just at people. So the bat's Winkleson, the left fielder, who's got plenty of speed, but he needs to get on to show it off. And instead, he's going to swing on the outside and high pitch. So the Beavers are looking to get their first hit here in the 5th inning against Wasman, who has 2 strikeouts on the day. May see the center fielder's up. He fouls it back.
That's low. Ball, that's up.
Scoring position, Rake Wilson, who does have good speed. And Cherry Flores in with, again, that average just declining. Only has the 1 hit. Yes, it was a home run, but when you're batting .059, yeah, it doesn't matter. So 3-0. See, she has the green light. Why would she? She takes it all the way. So ball 4. And here comes the hero of game 1. It is Maddie with a Y. With runners on first and second, let's see what she can do. She's locked in right now. And you can see in those eyes, she wants to take this one deep. So Maddie goes down on strikes. As unfortunate as that timing was, it was a good spot, and now it's kind of a dull moment. But here we are as the ball gets away from the catcher, but that's all right. No runners advance. It's whoop whoop. Sloop hits this one to the pitcher, Wasman. Wasman throws over to first. That'll do it. So nothing doing. They do have the 2 walks there. I'm sorry, the walk and an error. Or 2 walks. No, it was 2 walks. I'm trying to remember what happened there with the bug. But Stevie Stock, the second baseman, is up now against Salas, who is pitching pretty well. 52 pitches through 4 innings. That's what you want to see to try to go deep into games. And he goes down swinging, so Salas gets another strikeout with his unibrow. Miles Hurst, 0 for 1 today. He's playing first for Glampman, who's normally the first baseman, getting the day off today. Ali grabs it, throws it over, out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
It's going to bring up Elroy Homrun. Sloss itches his backside and the pitch. Strike number 2. And Omrun's going to pop it up to Flores over there at third. So nothing doing for either side in the 5th inning. We'll go to the top of the 6th. The Beavers still without a hit. I was going to start off with Often against Wasman, who's now 84 pitches, gives up the final hit there, or finally gives up a hit. So the Beavers finally get somebody on base, not via a walk. And that's going to bring up OK Ali until he starts hitting again. And he shows bunt, pulls back, but strike 1. And then fouls it off, so he's quickly down in the hole, 0-2. And then dribbles it to second base. They're not going to be enough to get the double play, so they'll just get 1. So Ali kind of does his job by moving the runner over. And it's going to bring up Brooks, the 4th batter, who doesn't have an RBI on the season. But it's a great time, too, with great speed at second. All he has to do is just get it through the infield.
That's outside.
So Wasman's 90th pitch was a ball. 91st is up the middle, but it's hit hard. Will they test Gleaves' arm? They will not, as that ball was hit 100 miles an hour off the bat, straight to the center fielder. And with the arm of Gleaves out there, it's not something you want to test, especially with the middle of your lineup coming up. So you have runners on first and third. Jarvis is up to bat, and she does exactly that, gets that base hit. So nice hold up there by the third base coach, and they do end up scoring a run to put them ahead. So it went from no hits to a couple hits here, and that's going to give the Beavers the lead 1-0 as Massey stands in. With runners on first and second, only 1 out. Wasman's 96th pitch is a ball as he's getting up there. I'm not sure what the manager is doing by not taking him out, as this ball's lined down the left field line. Should have been caught, but it looks like it went underneath the glove. They are going to score 1, and the throw into third is not in time. So now they have runners in second and third. That should do it there for Wasman, and it will. So Finley Matt is going to come in, try to stop the bleeding. As Brownpool's coming in, excuse me, something's in the throat there. Finley Mad is in. Brownpool is up to bat, and he's going to take that for for out number 2. Here is Cherry Flores, who's a perfect time to get a second hit of the season, but already 0-2. Doesn't look like it is going to happen. She's just going to do some defensive swings and hits this one foul. And then another foul. So 1-2 count. Takes a ball. And now she brings it back. So the payoff pitch, full count. She hits this one foul. So she is having a good at bat against Mad. And she's going to ground this one to first base. Hurst is going to throw it over to Mad for out number 3. So they do get the 4 hits, 2 runs. And they drive the starter out of the game. So it's going to be a bullpen game from now on. As Salas is still in the game, though, for the Beavers, who's going to face Stafford, the catcher. 65th pitch now through 5. So it is still a good number to be at. You want pretty much around 10 pitches an inning if you want to go deep into games. As this ball is popped up in foul territory, often ranges over, catches it for the first out. Leaves up the bat, is going to hit it right to Maddie. Steps on first, out number 2. So up to bat, Struts here. He's batting .300 on the year, has 2 RBIs. Deuces are wild, and he's going to take ball 3. So the payoff pitch from Salas fouled off. 75th pitch for him on the evening, and that's going to be a rollover to Brooks, out number 3. Indeed, we're getting some feedback from the fans. The unibrow for Salas is on fire indeed. And yeah, you could only imagine if Maddie, who's up now, was up in the lineup, you know, around the 5-6 spot where she belongs. She may have done some damage. Instead, she strikes out here for the second time, but all is different. As in hindsight, it's always better. So up to bat's going to be Whoop Whoop, who's going to whoop this into center. And Gleaves is out there to make the catch. Out number 2. And Matt is out. J.R. Praline is in. So lefty on lefty. See if the Comets manager made this decision based off of the lefty matchup. Struts is going to throw it deep in the hole and gets him by a half a step. We might want to take a moment and look at that, because that was a very close play. And yep, that's it. No, he's out. Not much we could do about that. New York said nope, no challenge. He's out. Salas is still here in the game. Easy candy hop to Brooks. Lucky shot there. Out number 1. So McGahee's up. Salas only still at 77 pitches. That's phenomenal for what he's doing. The unibrow is on fire. Indeed, he's got 10 Ks on the season. His ERA is dropping. He's now at 2.19. And off the hands, Flores out number 2.
Inside. That's low.
Rick Wilkinson is going to ground this one to Brooks, who ranges over, throws him out for the 3rd out. So nothing for the Comets in the bottom of the 7th, who need to get something going here in these last 2 innings. And if they want to try to win.
Outside.
So Ali is in, the OK Ali, second baseman. He's made a few diving plays, has a great glove, but he's just not hitting this year. And down goes on strikes.
Now batting the shortstop, number 21.
Cade Brooks is up against Praline.
Ball outside.
3-1 count.
That's ball 4.
Brooks takes a walk. And that's going to bring up Jarvis. I think I've said this about 5 times this game, it seems like.
That's inside.
This Jarvis is, every time I go to announce someone on the Beavers, Jarvis is there, and Jarvis is no longer there. She's going to just jog around the bases. So the Beavers add another 2-run homer. Second time tonight, not in this game, but Jarvis is going to hit her first of the season. But timely hitting for the Beavers all night, as there's been a couple home runs that have put them in the lead and or have been insurance runs, as they may be 2-0, it seems like, going into the later innings in this game. As Massey stands in. Rolls over to Rhodes, out number 2.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 48.
Brown pulls up.
No, high. Ball high.
2-1 count to Brown pull. He's going to roll over to short. Struts, out number 3. But not before they do get 2 runs on the 2-run homer. And still pitching, it seems to be Salas. Let's see if the manager makes a decision. Nope, he is still in. So 84 pitches through 7 innings. That's pretty damn good, as Salas is going to look to probably finish this game. There's no reason for him to come out anytime soon with a lower pitch count than you'd expect for someone going into the 8th. 1-2 count against Stock. Gets him swinging. So yet another strikeout for Salas.
No, that's high. No, inside.
Hurst is in, batting 91. Salas's pitch gets him again. Wow, Salas is doing it all for the Beavers today. That ERA is now under 2. 12th strikeout of the season. And only 96 pitches. He might not go all 9, but he's definitely going to finish this one out, it seems. And the 2-2 count. It's a foul ball. So the 100th pitch was fouled off. 101 is going to be ball inside. And will the payoff pitch be right back to him? He does drop it, but picks it right back up and throws it to Matty. And that'll do it for the 8th. Comets are down 4-0.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 3.
So up to bat, Cherry Flores. Let's see if she can get a hit and put that average above 60, which is unfortunate to say. Batting 56. We're just going to keep a counter on how low that can go. As she's batting 8th and Maddie is batting 9th. And it's going to go even lower, so she might be at about 49 now. And Maddie comes up. Batting 350 on the season with those 2 homers today and only 3 RBIs. But what do you expect to have a 9-hole when you don't have people on? And she's quickly down 2-2. Ground ball, but past the first baseman diving, so Maddie does get a hit there. And that's only going to increase her average, and the fans are not happy with her batting 9th. So let's see if they make a change as the first batter, Sloop Whoopity, sorry, the leadoff batter, is up to bat. We have some Maddie chants in the stands right now. You can hear, if you can't hear it, you need to open up your ears. As Praline's out and Nicholas Crawford is in. Often's up to bat versus Crawford. Runner goes, and the throw is in time by plenty, so I believe that was Maddie again who gets thrown out for the 2nd time of the game. So she may be getting on base, but she's also getting out of there with her steals. And look who is out here at 103 pitches. The manager has decided to leave him out, and this might be unfortunate timing, but no. Jarvis catches it right on the wall. Wow. So Salas is out here at 104 pitches with 1 out in the 9th, going for the complete game shutout against the Comets. I don't know how Jarvis caught that, but Candy hopped to Flores, and that's out number 2. So we are 1 out away from the first complete game shutout of the season. And whoa, the manager pulls Salas with 1 out to go. And then the next batter flies it deep to left field, and oh my. I'm shocked. I am utterly shocked. And you know, the Beavers win. The Beavers win 4-0. But the fans lose. I'm with the fans on this one. I am not happy they took out Salas. They need to get rid of the manager immediately. Whoever the manager is of the Beavers needs to get out of there immediately. 8 innings. No, sorry, 8 2/3. Only 2 hits, 8 strikeouts. He does get the win, but all he needed was 1 more out. And I know he was up there in pitch count, but all he needed was 1 more. Loss goes to Wasman today. But some timely hitting, as your MVP is Sincere Salas. Unibrow. So Jarvis with the homer and 3 RBIs, and K. Brooks 1 for 2 with 2 runs. Looks like also had 2 walks. So the Beavers do get their 2nd win of the day, and the Comets will go ahead and take the loss. And it looks like we're going to have 1 more game today. It will be, if I'm not mistaken, Nomads. Yes, Nomads versus Mean Machine. We'll get that here in just a second. Let me do the prediction, and I might have to run an ad. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. I just want to make sure we don't get interrupted on this last game of the night. And again, if you are still here and you want a free $1 million for your bank to do some scouting or anything like that, just type in the chat any kind of check-in or anything like that if you haven't already, and I'll get you that $1 million in the bank. I appreciate you for watching the stream and whatnot. We'll get this going here in just a moment. Alrighty, we are here in our last game of the night. You have the Nairobi Nomads versus the Wakanda Mean Machine. And first up to bat is going to be Thaddeus Conley for the Nomads versus Case Hoover. Both teams coming in today 4-1 and first place of their respective divisions. Nomads are first in the Pale Division, and Mean Machine are first in the Blonde Division, both in the Light Beer Conference. As Conley goes down swinging for the first out, should bring up left fielder Lynch. Both teams have made improvements this week. I've seen some training going on and some new acquisitions as well. This one's fouled back. And then a ground ball to second base. Hugh makes the diving stop, but not in time as the speed gets him there. The Nomads did drop Presley Goodwin, a reliever, and picked up a reliever slash starting pitcher, emergency pitcher, Leo Concentrado. So we'll see if he pitches in today's game, as Russ Rivers will stand in as the number 3 batter and will quickly go down on strikes. And up to bat is Harcourt Gaines, the catcher, who's locked in and has all the power in the world. Let's see if he can do something with it. Run on first, 0-2 count. Gaines hits it up the middle, and out there is Floral. Floral's going to get it in, but not in time. We're going to have runners on first and third. So good piece of hitting as Colin Kennedy's up, the center fielder who plays first for the Nomads. Also has had some training this week. Fouls one back, 1-2 count. Ball's in the dirt. Catcher can't handle it. Coming in is Conley, and he's out. So the pass ball ends up getting an out, as Conley did not have the speed to make it home. Good play by the pitcher to get there. And that's going to do it for the Nomads. Up to bat, it's going to be Theo Floral, the center fielder, for the Machines. Mean Machine.
Ball 4, take your base. Now batting the second baseman, number 25. Ball low.
Up the bat's going to be Spray Hugh, who was injured earlier in the season but is back in the starting lineup. Batting second, playing second. Batting 182. As he lines this one straight to... So hear me out. His name is Short, but he plays third. So when I say he lines it to short, he actually lines it to third, whose last name is Short. So up the bat's going to be the catcher, Runette. Runette is also batting 182. Has a homer and 3 RBIs. That home run was a pinch hit, go-ahead home run in the 8th inning against the Gators earlier this year. As he goes down swinging here, but Gad Lawrence is up to bat. Usually batting second, moved to the 4 spot today and in left field. Yup, Stokes is your pitcher for the Nomads today. The 2.45 ERA, a 1.23 whip, 8 strikeouts. Second start of the season. As the runner goes, but it doesn't matter as Lawrence is down on strikes. So 2 hits for the Nomads early, but nothing doing, and Mean Machine goes down with nothing. Up to bat's going to be Kennedy once again, as he did have a chance with runners on first and third, but that ball that got away, Hoover made the play to get back, and Renette threw it to him for the final out of the inning. As Kennedy launches this one to deep right field, is it have enough? It doesn't, as Macias is going to catch it on the run, just shy of the wall. So nice play by the right fielder to range quite that way to make the out. As Janiyah Mess is through 6 games now, no hits. You would think that somebody of her skill would have at least 1 hit by now. Even Cherry Flores has a hit, and she's batting 49. But she does draw the walk, so if you don't get hits, at least you can get on base. As Trenton Clark, the left fielder, is going to get in. Copeland's going to throw this over to Ahmed, and back to Copeland. Nice play by the first baseman there. It's going to be a double play to end the Nomads' walk.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 59.
Ned Burdock, the DH for Mean Machine.
That's up.
Batting 5th, takes the ball.
That's down. Strike 3, you're out.
Gets called third strike, which looked to seemed to be a ball, but again, the umpires might be expanding the zone. This is his 4th game in a row, so he might be a little tired. But up to bat is the right fielder, Better Macias. Messias, one of the two. She swings through one, 3-1 count. Pitch inside, so she takes a walk.
Now back, the shortstop, number 9.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, who seems to be a little injured, Noel Ahmed, but it doesn't matter as he lines this one up the middle, and that's going to be a hit for him, so he's going to creep that average closer to 100, if not over, on that hit. And Khalil Peters, batting 8th, the third baseman today, is going to hit one in the hole, and that's going to be all the way to left field. They are going to test Lynch's arm, and not in time. Wow. I could have swore that Lynch's throw was going to be in time, but it looks like the tag was applied just a little late. So Mean Machine are going to score first here in the bottom of the 2nd. I could have sworn that they had that all the way. But it looks like the catcher Gaines didn't tag him right away, or tagged him on the chest and got underneath the tag, as they're going to test Lynch's arm again, and this time it's not going to be even close. So they will score 2 runs on 2 hits to left field. And wow, and in the turn of events, on a couple plays called by the umpire, you got to say, maybe he is in favor of the Mean Machine. Maybe he is a Wakandian, or he just likes money and someone's paying him off. I'm not sure, but we'll have to look into this as the commissioner. I do apologize, as we're trying to have fair games out here, as that's going to be a double play for Mean Machine, but not before they do score 2 runs. Might have to speak to the manager of Mean Machine, get down to this, maybe do some investigation. Don Short, who plays third. Whoa! Almost gets hit in the face, and then goes down swinging there.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 28.
So that'll bring up Fred Moon, the DH. Fred Moon is quietly having a decent year. Might not have any home runs or RBIs, but does have 2 stolen bases, and is batting .273 in the 9 spot. If you are looking for Jesus, he is on the Grand Portage Kernals. He had a walk-off home run last game, so I won't be here tonight, as that's going to be a walk for Fred Moon. Thaddeus Conley, the center fielder, and Moon's going to take off. As previous stated, he does have 2 and now 3 stolen bases for the year, so the Nomads are trying to get something going as Moon moves into scoring position. 1-2 count to Conley, and oh, wow. I think we need to get this umpire behind the plate out of here. As if I don't know if you saw that, but it looks like he was looking into Mean Machine's dugout as to say if that was a good call or I want more money. I'm not sure exactly what that was there. I'm not the only one that saw that, but that is 2 blown calls that I'm willing to put out there. As this one is hit the center field, camped under it is the center fielder for out number 3. But we'll have to do some investigation after this because that was blatantly obvious he was staring into Mean Machine's dugout. So unless the manager said something of disapproval, I think he's looking for money. Either way, up to bat's Hugh for Mean Machine. He's facing Yup Stokes, who's already at 40 pitches, and this ball's hit up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit as Carter Runette, the catcher, is in. So a leadoff single here by Hugh. Hugh is going to take off. Runette is going to watch this one. Hugh didn't even have a chance. And as the kids say, Hugh, 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 he is out by a mile. And then a base hit by Runette. So not sure what Mean Machine is doing there, as it could have easily gotten 2 base hits in a row. Instead, they now only have 1 with 1 out. Give me one moment. Apologies about that. Burdock up to bat. And he's going to hit this one, but foul. As the umpire was right on top of that one. That was a good call by the first base because it looks like he's a fair umpire. And Burdock sends this one high, deep. There is no doubt about this one. That is gone. Mean Machine's going to get 2 more runs on Burdock's home run for a 435-foot home run. His 2nd of the year. 3rd RBI. So Burdock puts the Mean Machine up 2 more runs. Yup Stokes is not feeling it today as Better Messiah steps in. And she's going to line this one to left field. So back-to-back hits. Mean Machine are putting on a clinic the last few games with their hitting. So Noel Ahmed finally over that 100 mark, 111 to be exact. It looks like one of the GMs wants to make a mound visit, and I will allow it, but I'm not sure how or what you can do to make that happen, as there'll be a ground out. So maybe that was all it took, is you threatening to go to the mound and pull him. But here it is, Russ Rivers, second baseman, who's batting .500 on the season, so very good numbers. Hoover sneezes and then wipes the ball. Wipes his hand with snot and puts it on the ball. And then a dirty pitch right after. So the 2-2 count. Rivers fouls this one. And then swings underneath this one. Strike out.
The catcher, number 41. That's down.
So up the bat is the catcher, Harcourt Gaines. And he's going to pop this one up into shallow left field. Ahmed's camped under it, out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
That's going to bring up
43.
Colin Kennedy, the center fielder slash first baseman for the Nomads. Hoover's 65 pitches through 4. 3 2/3. And Kennedy's going to hit this one up. No, Ahmed with a great diving play, and then the strong throw. What a phenomenal play. That's going to be a top 5 play of the year. That ball was all the way in the center field when he made the play, and then the strong throw to get him. So, yup, Stokes. So it looks like the mountain visit was all for getting Leo Concentrato, the newly acquired pitcher, comes in on relief. Maybe to get some long relief, but his first batter he faces as a Nomad is hit up the middle, so maybe that's a telling sign of what's to come. Hopefully not. As Copeland, the first baseman, stands in, batting .375 this year. Looks at strike 2.
That's down.
Gets a ground ball to second. Rivers is going to flip it to Mess and over to first. That's going to be a double play. So he does give up a single, but then gets the double play right after. So up to bat is going to be Theo Floral. Theo Floral's looking for his first hit of the year. He's a free agent pickup a few games ago now. I believe it's his 3rd game with Mean Machine. As the payoff pitch from Concentrato is a walk. And that'll bring up the second baseman, the hard-hitting Spray Hugh. With good speed at first, let's see if they want to test it. But it looks like they won't, as the first pitch will be grounded to Rivers there, and that'll be out number 3. So Mean Machine do get out of it. I'm sorry, the Nomads do get out of it, as Mess is up to bat, still looking for her first hit of the year. '70th pitch for Hoover is going to be Little Dinker to first base, and she's not going to be able to beat it out as he flips it over to Hoover, out number 1. Hoover's having himself quite a game. Overall, a 1.59 ERA throughout the year. Trenton Clark standing in, the right fielder. And he hits this one to left field, but right at Lawrence out there, out number 2. And up to bat is the third baseman, Don Short. Batting 8th. Swings through that one. 1-1. What an ugly swing there. So on a 3-1 count, he does get his pitch, but it looks like he was fooled. And the payoff pitch by Hoover fouled off. So 2 fouls in a row. 8th pitch. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And it is lined, but right at Floral in center field. And that'll do it there for the Nomads. Nothing doing for them. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, your score, 4-0, Mean Machine.
Number 17.
This one's hit to right field in foul territory. Clark ranges over and gets him out. So Gad Lawrence is up against Concentrato.
That's outside. Straight. Ball inside. Strike.
Full count. The payoff pitch is going to be lined to right field. Looks like to be over the right fielder's head. It's going to be down against the wall for a double for Lawrence. So they do have a runner in scoring position here. And up to bat, Mr. Burdock, who does have that 2-run homer earlier. Looks at a strike, and then a ball. 2-1.
That's down.
Ball 3. So Burdock's looking for a pitch to drive somewhere. Instead, he's going to look at one high, and that's going to be ball 4. So Concentrado gives up a hit and then a walk, and that's going to bring up the clutch better Macias. And takes a ball high. Batting .529 on the season, so you got to think not someone you want to mess around with. And on a 3-1 count, you don't want to give her anything to hit, but you can't walk the next batter. Indeed, they do, though. So up to bat's going to be Noel Ahmed, who's one of the better hitters on the team. And with only 1 out and bases loaded, this is not a position you want to be. And then you throw a first pitch ball. Ahmed fouls this one into the dugout. And then hits this one up the middle. Mess dives it, but misses it. And they're going to have a second run try to score, and they do. So the diving play is supposed to stop the second run, and it doesn't. Unfortunately for the Nomads, that's another 2-run single. So Mean Machine is up 6-0 now, as Peter stands in, the third baseman. 2-2 counts, fouled back. Peter's looking to do some more damage here. And he will do exactly that as this ball's demolished. Wow. That is just unfortunate for the Nomads. A 3-run home run for Peters. 429 feet, his second of the season. And he's already at 10 RBIs in 6 games now. As that's something you don't see much. And that'll do it for Concentrado, the newly acquired player. So in comes in Dozen Rolls, who has been having a phenomenal year this year. No runs, a whip of 38, and 3 Ks make it 4, as she has earned the right of the specialist, where lefty on lefty matchups do not favor the batter. Florals in. Full count. And Dozen Rolls gets him looking inside part of the plate, so comes in, stops the bleeding. 2 straight strikeouts. And up the bat's going to be Fred Moon. So it is 9-0 going into the 6th. Hoover's already at 85 pitches, so let's see what the manager wants to do here as Moon grounds over to second, out number 1. At this point, when you're up 9, you can either let them hit the ball to your fielders, or you can pull in the bullpen and just get a couple inning eaters. But it looks like they're going to keep Hoover out there. It's out number 2 with a strikeout. It's going to bring up Damon Lynch, the left fielder. So pitch number 91 to him is fouled back.
That's inside.
1-2 count. And he gets him. So they do keep him in and strikes out 2 of the 3 batters. As Dozen Rolls is going to go ahead and face Spray Hugh. He's going to face the top of the lineup here, 2-3-4. The first pitch is a strike. Hugh hits this one hard, but foul. And then soft, but foul. 2-2 count. The pitch fouled back again. Hugh's having a fantastic at-bat. This is number 9, pitch number 9. And the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again. We're going into 11. And that's ball 3, so 12 pitch at-bat here for Hugh. And he's going to ground this one to the shortstop, Mess. So yes, it's an out, but that is great at-bat there. So here's dozen rolls against Brunette.
That's outside. Break.
Strike two, so a 2-2 count. Dozen rolls is going to put him away. So Dozen Rolls is earning her title as one of the better relievers in the game right now, as her whip even drops even lower to 30. And Gad Lawrence is up to bat, batting .320 so far, and he hits this one to center field, but out there is Conley, who's going to range over, grab it for the third out. So Dozen Rolls does her job by shutting it down, and it looks like the Nomads are almost out of it as you get to your final 9 outs here. Rivers up the bat against Hoover, who's still in at 96 pitches. And Rivers rolls over, out number 1.
Number 41.
Up the bat is Gaines. Gaines looking to take Hoover deep, or at least hit the ball hard somewhere, but Hoover's not having it. And the 1-2 count just outside. Checks his swing, so it's a full count. And Gaines fouls this one back. This might be Hoover's last batter, as Gaines hits this one all the way to the wall in right center. It's going to 2-hop it. An easy double for Gaines. So that might be it there for Hoover, as the Nomads do have a runner finally in scoring position, and up the bat's going to be Kennedy. And no, they're going to leave Hoover in. An interesting decision here at 105 pitches, and he just gave up a double. Let's see what happens, as he does have Kennedy's number today. Kennedy's going to hit this one up the middle to Floral. They're not going to test his arm, especially with the speed of Gaines. So 2 straight hits at 108 pitches. Let's see if they want to take him out now. Indeed they do. So Rake Webster is in. And Janiyah Mess, if there's ever a time to get a base hit, especially the first one of the season, it is definitely now. As this ball's in the dirt. Runner on first and third. 2-0 is the count. 2-1, as that ball was definitely not a strike. And 3-1. Mess, look for your pitch here. And she does. It is going to be a liner. Ahmed catches it right at his head. So she does hit it hard, but unfortunately it's right at somebody, as that would have been perfect for her. And Clark can hit this one over to Peters, and that'll do it for the Nomads. So unfortunate there. The Nomads don't get anything out of it with the 2 hits. But they are starting to get into the bullpen now, as Burdock is in against Dozen Rolls. Her 30th pitch goes for a ball.
That's inside. Off the plate. Strike.
Takes a strike, so 3-1 count. Dozen Rolls gets him to foul it back, so full count now. And he walks him. So good eye by Burdock. And up to bat here is now Better Messias. Lefty on lefty matchup does not favor Messias at all, as Dozen Rolls is phenomenal against lefties. And the ball is out there. Gaines is going to have a pass ball. So that puts the runner in scoring position, which could be the 10th run for Machines. And this ball is going to be hit off of the first baseman on their dive. Second baseman is going to pick it up and throw it over. So that's going to be an odd 3-4-1 ground out, for those of you keeping track in your book. Up the bat's going to be Ahmed, who fouls this one back. So Dozen Rolls in a pinch here with 1 out, but doesn't matter. She's going to get Ahmed looking for out number 2. And out Dozen Rolls in Ply Sesame, who's facing Peters, who's hitting 500 on the year. And he hits this one foul. And out number 3, Peters. So comes in and does stop the threat, as the Nomads have to get at least a run to put anything in motion, as Rick Webster is going to start the inning with a grounder to himself. Don Short is out. Fred Moon's up, has a walk and a stolen base. And quickly down 0-2. Ground ball to second. Hughes going to get him out, and it'll be out number 2. So 4 outs left for the Nomads to score at least 9 runs. And obviously it can be done, as Machine does have 9, but it's very unlikely in these next 2 innings. Conley's up and almost gets hit by the pitch. So a 3-0 count, and look, takes one for a strike. 3-1, he fouls off, so Webster's back in it. The payoff pitch, it's going to walk him. So good eye by Conley. Maybe it's a 2-out rally here, as Lynch is up, the second batter. And Lynch hits this one up the middle past the outstretched glove of Ahmed. So a walk and a hit, as the Nomads may have something brewing here with the third batter, Russell Rivers, one of their better hitters, up. And he hits this one high. He hits it deep. Out back is the left fielder, Lawrence. Lawrence is going to look at it and catch it right at the wall. Oh, man. You have to feel for the Nomads, as that was just inches away from being a 3-run shot and giving them a chance going into the 9th. But instead, it is another out. So nothing you could do there for the Nomads except for hope next inning you get something. As this ball's grounded and out. Number 1. Theo Floral's in against Sesame. Just trying to get some inning eating for Sesame and some extra hits for the Mean Machine, as this game is basically over. And Floral's going to hit this one up the middle. Rivers with a great dive, but not in time, as Floral's speed is going to have an infield single there. So Hughes up, and he's going to ground this to Sesame. Sesame's going to throw it over to second and to first, gets the double play. So Mean Machine's not going to have anything in the bottom of the 8th. No insurance runs, but it doesn't look like you'll need it up 9-0. But you never know, as you can score multiple runs this inning. And, I mean, you have to. You have to score 9, otherwise you lose. So Gaines is up. 2 balls. See if you can get something started for the Nomads. Leadoff walk, leadoff hit, something. And there it is. There's your leadoff walk. So hopefully it's a rally. You do see the fans in the back. They have their rally caps on. And it's going to bring up Colin Kennedy versus Rake Webster. Gaines is on first. Kennedy fouls it back. Ball 3, so full count. Let's see what they do. Hits it up the middle, so that's going to be a walk and then a hit. So the Nomads might have something here in the 9th inning, as once again it is Chania Mess, who's going to face the closer, Gunther Barton, who comes in and does exactly what he does. And Mess! Oh no, Mess! You're so close to getting the hit. Oh, the Nomads are getting robbed in every way tonight. It is just brutal to watch this game if you're a Nomads fan. It truly is. As Clark gets in, that would have been another prime time to get a base hit for Mess. Instead, Lawrence with the sliding play. As Clark is in a 2-2 count, and now it's full. And gets walked, so bases loaded, and it looks like it just might be Mess's luckiness, or unluckiness rather, as bases loaded here for Don Short, as a base hit could put the pressure on Mean Machine. But down 0-2, ball's in the dirt here. Now ball high, and he swings through that one. That's out number 2, so down to their final out. And up to bat is Fred Moon. And instead, they're going to bring in Selena Reed, the closer, for a 1 out. That won't be a save, but just to close out the game. 1 batter. And Moon is quickly in the hole, 1 and 2. Selena Reed is going to try to close it out. Ball 2, so deuces are wild, bases loaded. Ball 3, so runners are going to go in. They start to moving. Moon's going to hit it up the middle. That's going to score 1 and 2. Floral's throw is going to go to third. So they do finally get a couple runs, but it might be a little too late here as there are 2 outs. As Conley hits this one deep to left field, and out there is Lawrence, who's going to catch it for the final out, and that'll do it here. Mean Machine will finally win this game by a final score of 9-2, as the Nomads have had plenty of chances, but unfortunately nothing could tie together. They did have 7 hits, quite a few walks, but nothing together, and that's going to do it here for this one. Your winning pitcher is going to go to Hoover, 6 1/3, only 4 hits, but did have 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. He's going to go to 2-0 on the season. And Yup Stokes, your losing pitcher today, 3 innings, gave up 4 earned runs, and it's going to be his first loss of the year. Your MVP today is going to go be Khalil Peters, 3 for 4 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Ned Burdock, 1 for 2 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Some good stuff there. And it looks like we will have a possible general manager speaking about the loss for the Nairobi Nomads later tonight. We'll look forward to that and see what he has to say about his team and or the game. But I thank you all for coming in today. That's going to do it. I'm going to have to go to bed so I can get up tomorrow for work. And we will be streaming again tomorrow night. It will be 8 o'clock again, and it will be probably 4 games just like tonight. And the first game will be the Owlins versus Slumpbusters. Go ahead and check your schedule, as you can see the next 4 games that we'll be doing. And from there we will see exactly what happens, as it's been fun so far, and we're going to try to kick this season into another gear, get as many games as we can, because this off season is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a few more teams joining in. We're going to have that draft. We're going to have the off season for free agents, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces. So I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm going to get you guys your $1 million, whoever checked in. And whoever redeemed it, which would be Junkie, I got you here. So I appreciate all of you coming in, and we will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time sharp. Bye-bye.